Your Ford key fob is broadcasting your location right now. Not your GPS location, but something more immediately dangerous than that. It is broadcasting a continuous low-frequency radio signal that never stops, even when you are asleep, even when the fob is sitting on your kitchen counter at 2 in the morning, and organized theft rings figured out exactly how to use that signal to walk up to your truck, unlock it, start it, and drive away in under 30 seconds without triggering a single alarm. I have been working on Ford trucks for over 20 years. I have seen vehicles come in after break-ins, accidents, and floods, but the calls I started getting around 2022 were different. Owners calling because their truck was simply gone. No broken glass, no forced door, and no signs of entry at all. Just gone. And when I started digging into how it was happening, what I found genuinely surprised me, because the vulnerability is not a flaw someone discovered by accident. It is a direct consequence of a convenience feature Ford engineered into these vehicles, knew about, patented a solution for, and then moved very slowly to actually fix. Today I'm going to explain exactly how this works, why your truck is sitting in your driveway more exposed than you realize, and how a $10 purchase fixes the problem completely. The feature at the center of this is called passive keyless entry. You already use it every day without thinking about it. Walk up to your F-150 with the fob in your pocket and the door unlocks automatically. Touch the door handle and the truck recognizes the key is nearby. Get in, press the brake, hit the start button, and the engine fires without you ever pulling the fob out of your pocket. Ford engineered this so that you never have to think about your keys. And they did an impressive job. The system works almost perfectly. The problem is how it works. Your key fob does not wait for you to press a button before it starts communicating. It is constantly emitting a short-range radio signal, a low-frequency pulse that says, "I am here, I am here, I am here," dozens of times per second. Your truck's door handles have receivers built into them that are constantly listening for that pulse. The moment the truck hears the fob signal within a certain range, it unlocks. That range is intentionally short, a few feet, so that the truck only responds when you are physically standing next to it. That short range is the only thing standing between your truck and anyone who wants to take it. The attack that thieves have built around this is called a relay attack, and it is exactly what it sounds like. It does not hack anything. It does not break any encryption. It does not require any technical sophistication from the people doing it. What it requires is 2 people and about $400 worth of equipment you can order online without any verification whatsoever. Here's how it works. One thief stands outside your home, close enough to your front door or your window to pick up a signal. They are holding a device called a relay amplifier. This device captures the low-frequency signal your fob is broadcasting from inside your house. The same signal it always sends, and it boosts that signal and transmits it wirelessly to a second device being held by their partner standing next to your truck in the driveway. Your truck receives that boosted signal and does exactly what it was designed to do. It hears the fob, decides the key must be nearby, and unlocks the doors. The second thief gets in, presses the brake, hits the start button, and the engine starts. No alarm, no forced entry, no broken window. Your truck drives away and your fob is still sitting on your counter. The whole process takes under 30 seconds from the moment they walk up to your house. By the time any neighbor might notice something, the truck is already gone. Modern relay amplifiers can reportedly capture a fob signal from up to 300 meters away using directional antennas. That means a thief does not need to stand on your porch. They can sit in a car across the street and still pull your fob's signal through your walls. The equipment fits in a jacket pocket. There is nothing visible, nothing suspicious, nothing that would make anyone look twice at 2 people walking down a residential street. According to the National Insurance Crime Bureau, Ford F-150s had 15,852 thefts reported in 2023 alone, making it one of the most targeted vehicles in North America. And according to the Association of British Insurers, relay attacks accounted for more than 70% of all vehicle thefts in the United Kingdom in 2024. Insurance premiums for keyless entry vehicles jumped 18% in 2025 compared to non-keyless models. These are not small numbers. This is a systematic, organized, and extremely efficient method of stealing trucks that has been scaling for years. Insurify specifically identifies 2018 through 2020 F-150s with push-button start as high-risk models, meaning if your truck falls in that window, you are already on the radar of people who do this professionally. And here is the part that should genuinely frustrate you. Ford knows about this. Ford has known about this for years. Ford's patent, filed in October 2020 and published in May 2022, describes a motion-based authentication system where the fob detects when it is not moved for a period of time and automatically reduces or shuts off its broadcast signal, making relay attacks significantly harder to execute. The technology exists. The patent exists. Broad deployment across the F-150 lineup has moved slowly. Meanwhile, the relay attack equipment gets cheaper and more widely available every year. It is also worth knowing that Ford actually offers a SecuriCode keypad built directly into the door pillar of many F-150s. That keypad lets you unlock the truck by entering a 5-digit code without triggering any fob signal at all. No signal means nothing for a relay amplifier to capture. If you are parking somewhere you consider high risk, using the keypad instead of walking up with the fob in your pocket removes the vulnerability entirely. Most owners do not even realize the keypad serves a security function beyond simple convenience. Some newer Ford models have implemented ultra-wideband technology, a more precise location system that can determine whether the fob is actually inside the vehicle or outside it, making relay attacks much harder to execute successfully. But that technology is not present across the entire lineup, and millions of F-150s and Super Duty trucks currently on the road do not have it. There is also a newer threat worth being aware of. Some theft rings are shifting away from relay attacks entirely and moving toward OBD port attacks, where a device is plugged directly into your truck's diagnostic port and used to program a blank fob on the spot. This is why newer 14th generation F-150s added a 40-minute programming lockout to the OBD port, slowing that method down significantly. But for older trucks without that lockout, the OBD port under your dashboard is another access point worth thinking about. A physical OBD port lock costs about $15 and blocks that avenue completely. So what do you actually do about this? The solution to the relay attack is almost embarrassingly simple given how sophisticated the attack is. A Faraday pouch. A Faraday pouch is a small signal-blocking sleeve, usually about the size of a wallet, lined with metallic mesh that blocks radio frequency signals from passing through it in either direction. Drop your key fob into a Faraday pouch and the signal your fob broadcasts is completely contained. The relay amplifier standing outside your house picks up nothing because there is nothing to pick up. No signal means no relay. No relay means no entry. No entry means your truck stays in the driveway. A quality Faraday pouch costs about $10. When you are shopping for one, look for pouches that have been tested specifically against low-frequency signals in the 125 kHz range, since that is the frequency range Ford's passive entry system operates on. Some cheaper pouches block higher frequencies but let lower ones through, which defeats the purpose entirely. The test is simple. Drop your fob in the pouch, close it, and walk up to your truck. If the door does not automatically unlock when you touch the handle, the pouch is working. If it still unlocks, the pouch is not blocking effectively and you need a different one. Some owners use a metal tin, an old Altoids can, a metal thermos, anything conductive that fully encloses the fob. These work on the same principle. The key is full enclosure. A pouch that is not fully closed or a tin with a gap still lets signal through. The habit shift is minor. Fob goes in the pouch when you get home. Fob comes out of the pouch when you leave. 10 seconds of your day every day in exchange for not getting a call from your insurance company about a stolen truck. Ford built an incredibly convenient system. The same engineering that makes your truck feel effortless to use is exactly what makes it vulnerable when that convenience is exploited. The relay attack works because your fob is doing its job perfectly. It is broadcasting. The truck is listening. The thieves just inserted themselves into the middle of that conversation. A $10 pouch ends that conversation entirely. An OBD port lock handles the backup method. And if you are ever parking somewhere that makes you nervous, that SecuriCode keypad on your door pillar is already there waiting to be used.